Hi students, in this video I'll be going through review exercise 10 question 20. Right, so let's read the question. So the diagram shows two triangular plots of length OPQ and OQR. So it's given that OP equals to OQ equals to 80 and OR is 70. And angle POR is a right angle and angle POQ is a theta. Okay, show that the sum of the areas of the two plots of length A meter square is given by A equals to 3002 sine theta plus 2008 cosine theta. Right, so this one is actually quite straightforward because they already told you that A is the sum of the two plots of length, right? So we should just go ahead and find the areas of each of the plot of length and then we'll add them together. Okay, so OPQ will be, okay, so in this case we'll use the formula half AB sine C. Okay, so in this case for triangle OPQ, the two sides are 80 and 80 and the included angle is a theta. So it will be half 80 times 80 sine theta. Right, so this one will give us the 3200 sine theta. Right, so now we will find the area of triangle OQR. Area of triangle OQR. Okay, so for OQR, the included angle will be over here, which is 90 degree minus theta. Right, so if we apply the formula, we'll get half A B sine 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so for this sine 90 degree minus theta, how do we convert it to cosine theta? So this half times 80 times 70 will give us the 2800. But over here is cosine theta. So how do we convert it to sine 90 degree minus theta to cosine theta? So one way is to use the addition formula. Okay, but another way is to realize this relationship between sine 90 degree minus theta and cosine theta. Okay, so let's say we have a right angle triangle and this is a theta, right? Okay, so sine theta would be, okay, then this will be 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so now we are going to do, okay, let's name this side x and this side y. Okay, so if we go according to what we have, sine 90 degree minus theta, right, will be opposite. Okay, so this will be hypotenuse. Opposite will be the x, right? Okay, opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, let's see what we will get if we do cosine theta. So if we do cosine theta, okay, cosine theta is adjacent. Okay, so if we are talking about angle theta over here, right, then the adjacent side will be x. Okay, so will be x over h. So you can see sine 90 degree minus theta is x over h. Cosine theta is also equal to x over h. So in other words, sine 90 degree minus theta is equals to cosine theta. Okay, so based on this relationship, we can just simply replace sine 90 degree minus theta with cosine theta, right? Okay, and then we will get this expression already. Okay, so therefore we just add together. So A will be equals to area of triangle OPQ plus area of triangle OQR. To add together, we'll get 3200 sine theta plus 2800 cosine theta. Right, so we have already successfully shown this. Okay, so this answer for the first part. Okay, next part they want us to express A in R formula form. Okay, and they've given us the form that they want. So we'll let 3002 sine theta, right? So 3200 sine theta, okay, plus 2800 cosine theta equals to R cosine theta minus alpha. Okay, so let's expand the R formula. R cosine A cosine B plus R sine A sine B. Okay, so in this case, cosine theta, okay, so this case, you see the comparison, we need to be very alert. Okay, sine theta is here, sine theta is in front. In other words, R sine alpha will be 3200. Okay, so you need to be careful about this. And okay, cosine theta is here, cosine theta is here. So R cosine alpha is 2800. Okay, so this is where you need to be a bit alert, alright? Okay, so R will still be the same. It will still be square root of 3200 square plus 2800 square. Okay, so this one is actually a very, very big number. You will actually get 1808 and 4 zeros. Okay, this is rather hard to simplify. So if you can't simplify in your exam, actually I will just leave it its form now. Okay. Okay, but if you take the time to simplify, you can actually simplify to 400 square root 113. Okay, but like as I mentioned, it's okay to leave it in this form. Okay, because this number is really very big. It will take quite some time for you to figure out what is the perfect square inside here to simplify this step. All right. Okay, so besides R, we also need to find alpha. So remember, tangent will be sine over cosine. So in this case, it should be 3200 over 2800. Okay, so alpha is going to be okay, this question alpha is in radians. Okay, so be alert. Okay, so change your calculator to radian mode. Okay, so alpha will be 8520. Okay, 4 6 week will be enough. Okay, because this is a working step, so just one more 6 week, then the final answer, which will be in 3 6 week. Okay, so therefore A will be equals to 400 113 cosine theta minus 0.8520. Right, so this will be the answer. Okay, okay, let's go for part 3. Okay, so now that we have found A, so A will be equals to the 400 square root 113 cosine theta minus 0.8520, right? Okay, so the greatest A will once again depend on this. So the greatest value of cosine, the greatest or the maximum, right, will be 1. Okay, the minimum will be -1. So since we want the greatest A, then we will let cosine theta minus 0.852 be 1. Okay, so greatest A, 400 square root 113. Okay, so you calculate out and give to 366, it will be 4250 meters square. Okay, so 366. Okay, so this is the greatest A. Okay, so it will happen when cosine theta minus 0.520 equals to 1. Okay, so cosine what angle will give you 1? Cosine 0 will give you 1. Okay, so in other words, theta minus 0.852 will be equals to 0 radian. So theta will be 0.8520 round to 366, 0.852 radians. Okay, so 360. Right. Okay, so the simple of this question is that this theta has to be the angle over here, right? This theta. Okay, if it's 0.852, okay, then this area, okay, the area of the plot of land will then be the maximum possible. Okay, when this angle theta is 0.852 radians. Okay, last part, they want us to find a value of theta for which A is 4000. Okay, so we'll equate the equation of A to 4000. So 4, so A equals to 4000, right? Okay, so 400. Okay, so A, the value is 400 square root 113 cosine theta minus 0.8520 is equals to 4000, right? So to solve this, we'll bring the 400 square root 113 to the other side. So cosine theta minus 0.8520 equals to 4000 over 400 square root 13. Okay, we'll find the basic angle, but actually for such questions, we have to don't really have to find the basic angle lah. Okay, we just have to find the first quadrant answer because cosine is positive. Okay, but anyway, we can go ahead and find the basic angle. So cosine alpha is this. So the basic angle should be 0.3460. Okay, so in other words, cosine is positive, so it's either first or fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant answer will be too big. Okay, so we'll just take the first quadrant answer. You bring the 0.852 over to add, you will be able to get 1.20 radians. Okay, so this will be 360. Okay, so you can see that our formula questions are usually not that difficult. It's actually rather standard. So the steps are how to get R, how to get the alpha, and then how to find the greatest value and find the corresponding angles, and then to solve the equation.